So you may be wondering why I'm wearing a hoodie and enjoying this super hot cup of tea. That's because I got my second round of a flu here in Nice, France. A lovely location, but I'm not so lucky with the sun. It's been raining, it's been very cold this past few weeks, and I'm getting my second round of a flu right now. But you're on the right channel. This is the channel where you're gonna learn about becoming a better designer and scale up your career faster. My name is Adrian Sul and I'm from Futuremoost, and today I'm gonna show you how to avoid some of the most common mistakes that UX UI designers, researchers, graphic designers, you name it, they make on their portfolio, on their online portfolio. So we'll go through 5 of these. I'll pick some real live examples. Sorry for bashing out or for picking these specific ones. I actually hope if you guys see this video and you own those websites, to fix these mistakes that I'm pointing out, and for everybody else to actually learn from them. So without further ado, I'll jump straight into it and I'll show you exactly how to avoid these mistakes, and I'll probably throw in a bonus there at the end. Alright, let's get through it. Okay, so I think I'm ready to go through these 5 portfolio mistakes that many designers make on their online presence or online portfolios. And the first one is really... That's the first one. The second one, the first one is linked to security. So a lot of people have concerns on confidentiality and they password protect their portfolios. And honestly, you shouldn't really care so much about this one. You should care more about being reached out to by a hiring manager and a recruiter. Of course, confidentiality is important, so just blur out some of the data, blur out the client logo from your mockups, and still expose it out there for all of these recruiters that land on your website or hiring managers from different companies. So I'll show you the first one right now, and you'll see for yourself. It's quite a bit of a showstopper if I would have been a recruiter or a hiring manager, because I would probably have to go through hundreds of these and I would not have the time to just reach out and ask you for a password. So yeah, just get rid of these, man. Don't worry so much about confidentiality. Blur out some data and the clients, and that's it. Go with it. Alright, so see, this is what I'm talking about. Let's have a look at what's his name, Mayank Khanna. Sorry if I misspelled your name. He's got a lot of variety in his work, like he's got interaction design, information architecture, product design. But okay, let's see the project. Boom. Password protected. So I'm gonna move on. I don't have time. I have hundreds to go through. You just gave me a reason why not to have, to filter my list. Right, so the next one is actual UX, right? I mean, if you want to be hired as a UX designer, your website should be kick-ass. Like, it should really make things easy to find. And in this particular case of Jean-Paul Pando, I have no idea where to go for his portfolio. He's got this static thing here. Oh, okay, you click the big arrow and then I did not expect that to happen. I guess, yeah, this icon here, folder icon, is his portfolio, but it's not clear from the get-go. Like, I have to think too much, and honestly it's not, the look and feel is not that pleasing. I don't know, just make it easy to find. I want to see big, large labels, labeled buttons that says my work or something, case studies, I don't care. Third mistake to avoid is being too many things. Just pick one niche specialty in the design industry as a role title, stick with that one, and then I'll know exactly where to start if I'm looking for a designer who needs to have user research experience, or someone who needs to particularly be specialized in UI only and visual design. Now let's have a look at this crazy example here where Kelly Porter, she's a designer plus developer plus photographer. That's amazing. It's great that she's good at many things, but where do I start? And am I to assume that she's a better designer than a developer, or good at everything? Or she's a better designer than a photographer? I don't know. It's confusing. Here's another one. Cassandra M. Ransom. She's a writer, designer, and creator. Whoop-de-doo. But again, ninja. I don't just specialize. Keep one title for the laser focused job that you're going for, and make sure that's your job title. Don't go with other stuff. Faisal I. Malik. Alright, so this person is an artist, designer, visualizer, dreamer, and thinker. Like, you get the point, right? So don't be a ninja here. Don't be everything. Just try to stick to one title, and that's gonna make it easy for the recruiter to reach you and for you to get an interview faster. Okay, number 4. The fourth mistake to avoid in your online portfolio as a designer is including a timeline for your case studies. Please avoid showing duration of a project. So in this example, and I'll tell you why. Just give me 1 second. Let's have a look at this one first. So it's Rachel Angel Ackerley. She's got this case study here she did for Logic Try, where the duration of the project was a 3-week sprint. What duration tells us as recruiters or hiring managers, if it's too short, it means you're maybe a junior or a beginner, or maybe it was just a school project, because you haven't been involved in larger, longer term, more complex projects. So I might avoid reaching out to you. If it's midterm, like 3 months to 6 months, then it's okay, but why mention it? I mean, you're obviously a seasoned consultant. If I'm looking for someone permanent, you lose that opportunity immediately. And then if you put plus 1 year, 3 years, 4 years, whatever, then you're either a consultant who acts as an employee, or you're generally doing employee gigs. And if I'm looking for someone for a short-term duration, like, I don't know, or a midterm, like 6 months, I might not reach out to you because you're more of a permanent employee type of a professional, and I need a proper consultant. So just leave out the timeline. It's not really giving you any advantages. It's more like a disadvantage. So drop the timelines. Actually, I'll mention this as well. The quality and the value of your case study should come out from the story of it, like the way you structure your page and the content you show and the examples and the story that you tell about it, challenges, responsibilities, not from the timeline. Timeline doesn't tell me anything. I don't care about timelines. Okay, and this one is the funniest one to me, including side gigs as part of your portfolio, because you consider maybe had some applicability to that domain. For example, KJ, who is a UX and graphic designer, created this box, or I don't know, I'm not going to name it, I'll use his terms. It's called the Sense of Smell, which is an interactive prototype that emits scents. I get it, yeah, there's some UX involved in there, there's some like real product design. The project is really funny from my perspective, but will this get you through the door of, you know, a UX designer for maybe a company who's looking for someone to design dashboards and web applications or mobile apps? I don't think so. Just leave it out. But yeah, that sums up the 5 mistakes that I see many times in portfolios, in online designer portfolios, that you should avoid like the plague. And hopefully this is gonna help you better up your online presence and get that role or that call or email from a recruiter faster. But guess what? What? Well, I have a bonus for you, and that bonus, unfortunately, I'm using the same page to showcase this example. It just stood out to me, and it's important to showcase it. So KJ, what she did, she didn't make it easy for me to contact her. So have a look at this. She's showing a picture of herself, very nice, maybe great for Instagram. and she tells me that she's a UX designer with a mind of a or mindset of a journalist. Great. I would love to reach out to you, Vivian, but how do I do it? I see no contact form in here. There's no email either. Please make it easy for people to reach out to you. Drop your email in there, put a contact form. Make it easy for me to contact you. Don't make it so easy for me to close your portfolio page and move on to the next candidate. Anyway, so that sums up my 5 mistakes designers make on their online portfolios that you should avoid. And I really hope this helped you. Subscribe if you like this video. Give me a thumbs up. Question of the day: how many of these mistakes do you think you made so far? Hopefully none. Or how many of these have you noticed so far on other designer portfolios? And if you can please point out the links, that will help me and also the other viewers to learn from these mistakes and improve their portfolios. Thanks a lot, and until next time, I'm Adrian Soul from Future Moose, and on this channel you're gonna learn how to better up your design skills and scale up your career faster. Ciao!